If you've come here tonight with a heavy heart, feeling as though something unseen is quietly blocking everything in your life, know that this moment was prepared by God. You were not drawn here by chance. Psalm 64 carries a calm but devastating anointing. When declared in faith, it dismantles hidden works of darkness, breaks generational curses, and overturns every chain of witchcraft, jealousy, and delay. It does not only protect, it annihilates. It does not only defend, it destroys the enemy's plans from their root. You may have prayed, fasted, and waited, yet it feels as though the attacks have grown stronger. But God has seen every tear, heard every silent cry, and tonight He has spoken. Enough. This is the moment of your breakthrough. Through this anointed word, He is turning the tables in your favor. The enemy will not touch you again, because the protection of the Most High is now resting over your life. Heavenly Father, I come before you through the power of your word in Psalm 64. Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. You see every hidden scheme, every whisper in the dark, and every plan spoken in secret against the righteous. I lift my eyes to you, the keeper of truth and justice. Let your light expose what is hidden, and let every secret plot designed against me be uncovered and brought to shame. I declare that no weapon formed against me shall prosper, and every tongue that rises in judgment is condemned by the authority of your word. For you are my refuge, and in your presence all deceit is laid bare. They sharpen their tongues like swords, and aim bitter words like arrows, seeking to wound without cause. Yet I stand in the confidence of divine protection. I rebuke every hidden arrow of accusation, every false word, and every manipulative scheme. Let them fall into the very pits they have dug for others. I declare that the Lord shall strike suddenly, and their own words shall return upon them. I claim victory through your word, for truth cannot be buried under deception. Your justice, Lord, is swift and sure. The wicked think their plots are concealed, that their intentions remain unseen. They say, "Who shall see them?" But you, O Lord, search the heart and the reins. Nothing escapes your gaze. I declare divine exposure. Let every secret meeting, every whisper of betrayal, every hidden alliance against me be revealed in the open. Let confusion enter their camp, and let their plans crumble like dust before the wind. I claim the clarity and discernment, that I may walk in the light of your wisdom, and not be ensnared by deceit. As they encourage one another in evil and plot injustices, I declare the covering of the Lord over my household, my purpose, and my peace. No shadow can hide their intent from your sight. I rebuke every monitoring spirit, every unseen watcher, and every manipulative influence working in darkness. Let the power of your words scatter their counsel. Let divine judgment overturn their strategies. I claim stability in you, O Lord, for my steps are ordered in righteousness. But God shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly they shall be wounded. I declare this promise with confidence. Every hidden adversary, every secret hand lifted in malice, shall meet the force of divine justice. I rebuke every spirit that delights in secrecy and corruption. I claim the sudden victory of light over darkness. Let the enemies of truth be confounded, and let the righteous rejoice in the Lord's deliverance. Let every evil arrow return to sender. Let every demonic plan reverse in divine judgment. So shall all men fear and declare the work of God. They shall wisely consider his doing. I declare that my testimony will reveal your power, O Lord. Those who plotted in darkness will see that you defend the innocent. I rebuke the spirit of fear and claim the peace that comes from divine protection. You are my shield, my defense, and my silent strength in the midst of chaos. I declare that every battle fought in silence shall end in visible triumph. The righteous shall be glad in the Lord and trust in him. I declare that my joy shall not be stolen, my faith shall not waver, and my peace shall not be disturbed. I rebuke anxiety, doubt, and confusion, for they are tools of the enemy. I claim steadfastness and calm assurance in your presence. Lord, let your word anchor my spirit and guard my heart from every fiery dart. I declare that my confidence is rooted in your truth, not in human understanding. In the quietness of this moment, I surrender every fear, every worry, every unseen pressure to you. I rebuke the voices that sow division and claim harmony under your covering. I declare that your light walks before me, your angels surround me, and your truth shields me from deceit. No secret plan shall prosper, and no false witness shall prevail. You, Lord, are the defender of the upright, and in your justice I find rest. Let those who rise against me without cause be scattered. Let their tongues turn against them, and their words expose their own hearts. I declare that righteousness shall speak louder than false accusation. I rebuke the power of hidden manipulation and claim freedom from its reach. Lord, let every storm of betrayal be silenced by your peace. I walk in truth, guarded by the word that never fails. And now, Father, I rest in the confidence that your eyes are upon me. Every unseen battle is already won in your wisdom. I declare that my name, my path, and my purpose are preserved by divine protection. I rebuke every form of evil surveillance and claim the covering of Psalm 64 over my life. In peace I stand. In truth I remain. In victory I walk. For you, O Lord, are my shield and my light forevermore. Father of light, as I continue to dwell in the stillness of your word, I rest in the assurance that you expose every hidden thing in its time. You have said in Psalm 64:6, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, but the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. Yet I declare that your spirit penetrates deeper still. I rebuke every secret arrangement, every whispered conversation meant to harm me, and I claim divine reversal. Let their own curiosity turn against them, and let the light of your truth blind their intentions. No counsel can stand against the Lord. I rest in that unshakable truth. Lord, let your arrows of judgment find every lie spoken in darkness, just as they sharpen their tongues like swords. I declare that your word shall slice through deceit. I rebuke every manipulative tongue, every false promise, and every flattering word designed to deceive. I claim the peace that comes from knowing you are my defender. You are the watcher of souls, the unseen judge who never sleeps. Let your justice manifest quietly but powerfully, until every pretender is exposed, and every false covering is torn away. I stand in the authority of Psalm 64:7. But God shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. I declare this over every unseen battle. I rebuke fear. I rebuke panic. I rebuke the feeling of helplessness. I claim sudden divine intervention. Let every wicked trap collapse under its own weight. Let their words betray them. Let their allies scatter. I rest in the calm knowledge that you act without delay and without error. My deliverance does not depend on men, but on you, who fights unseen wars with perfect precision. The enemies thought they could hide in silence, but I declare the sound of heaven rising against them. I rebuke every spirit of secrecy and manipulation. Let your light enter boardrooms, family circles, and every corner where evil hides its counsel. I claim the covering of discernment. Let my spirit recognize false alliances before they form. Let every disguise of friendship be unmasked, and let peace reign where deception once stood. As I meditate on your word, I declare Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. I rebuke slander, gossip, and misrepresentation. I claim vindication without argument, justification without defense. Let those who rose against me see the folly of their own words. I remain silent in trust, knowing your judgment is enough. Let truth defend me where I cannot speak. The righteous will see and rejoice, and I declare that my rejoicing shall not come from revenge, but from restoration. I rebuke bitterness and claim peace. I declare that what was meant for evil will turn for my good. I claim calm assurance that I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Let those who look down on me witness your favor upon my life. Let my story reflect the justice of heaven quietly unfolding. Father, I weave these declarations into my day. I rebuke despair and claim hope. I rebuke confusion and claim clarity. I declare that my sleep, my work, and my thoughts are sealed under divine protection. No invisible chain shall hold me captive. No unspoken curse shall find its mark. Every evil intention is turned back to sender by your command. I am hidden in the shadow of the Almighty, where no secret weapon can prevail. Let my path be lined with light, Lord. Every step I take exposes what the enemy tried to conceal. I declare that I walk through open truth, not hidden deceit. I rebuke spiritual blindness and claim insight guided by your Spirit. I trust you to reveal what I must know and silence what I need not fear. Let my discernment increase without restlessness, and let peace be my atmosphere. You are my advocate, Lord. I declare that you go before me as fire and behind me as glory. I rebuke retaliation and claim divine restraint. I declare that even as you expose the hidden works of darkness, you shield me from their reach. I am not called to fight in panic, but to stand in faith. I declare that calmness is my weapon, wisdom my shield, and truth my victory. So now, Lord, I continue in the calm assurance that wisdom indeed becomes my shield. It guards me not through noise or haste, but through quiet understanding. You lead me to see beyond the surface, to discern the spirit behind every voice and every situation. I declare that no deceitful tongue shall outwit the wisdom you have placed within me. I rebuke every attempt to confuse my spirit or divert my path. I claim a clear mind and a steady heart. My reactions will no longer be manipulated by fear or pressure. I move only by the quiet conviction of truth, not by the urgency of men. You are the light that exposes the unseen. I declare that wherever darkness gathers, it cannot stand before your presence. I rebuke the fear of the unknown, and I claim faith in what is certain, your sovereignty. The wicked may whisper, but your word resounds louder. You pull back every veil, reveal every plot, and protect me from traps I never even saw forming. I declare that what is hidden is now exposed. What was meant for my downfall is turned to my deliverance. You are not slow to act. You are precise in timing, and I trust you to finish what you have begun. In the stillness of my heart, I remember that you are my defender. I do not need to fight with my hands when your voice already commands the outcome. I declare that my stillness is not weakness. It is alignment with divine order. I rebuke the need to explain myself to those who twist truth. I claim the peace of being understood by you alone. Let my calmness be my answer. Let my consistency speak where words cannot. The storms that rose to shake me shall pass, and I will remain unmoved. Father, you have taught me that hidden enemies fall not by panic, but by exposure. I declare that your light now floods every corner where evil planned in silence. I rebuke every spirit of confusion that disguises itself as friendship. I claim discernment to sense motives without confrontation. Let every secret be brought to light without my striving. Let my name, my destiny, and my peace remain untouched. For it is written in Psalm 64:10 that the righteous shall be glad in the Lord and trust in him. I claim that gladness, not as emotion, but as quiet strength. You are the judge who needs no witness, the protector who never sleeps. I declare that I am hidden in your counsel and covered by your hand. I rebuke restless striving, the urge to see revenge, the temptation to repay wrongs. I claim patience in your timing, for you avenge perfectly. Let every false weight be balanced by your justice. Let every plot collapse under its own deception. Let my testimony rise, not by argument, but by the quiet unfolding of your favor. I dwell in your protection, Lord. Every morning, every night, your word shields me from unseen danger. I rebuke the arrows of fear and claim confidence in the shadow of your wings. I declare that no rumor, no accusation, no hidden curse will find its mark. My peace is guarded by angels. My sleep is watched by heaven. I walk through each day, surrounded by unseen strength. What others fear, I face with calm, for I know who fights for me. Let the words of the wicked fall back upon their own hearts. Let their secret plans turn to public confusion. I rebuke the spirit of manipulation that thrives on lies. I claim divine truth as my atmosphere, pure, steady, and transparent. I will not be moved by appearances, nor controlled by emotion. I declare that my stability disarms my enemies, and my composure silences their schemes. You, Lord, are my wisdom, my calm, and my quiet victory. In your presence, I find understanding. You open my eyes to what others overlook. I declare that no false peace shall deceive me, and no hidden malice shall escape me. I rebuke blindness of spirit and claim spiritual clarity. I walk by insight, not by impulse. I claim that every relationship, every decision, and every conversation is guided by divine truth. You steady my mind so that nothing hidden can lead me astray. Father, I declare that this psalm is the seal of protection over my life. I rebuke spiritual blindness, false alliances, and secret snares. I claim revelation in prayer, wisdom in silence, and discernment in movement. Let every shadow that walks before me reveal its true form. Let every unseen plot dissolve before it matures. Let your light expose, dismantle, and disarm all that seeks to hide in darkness. I remain in this stillness, Lord, unhurried, unafraid, unbroken. I declare that wisdom continues to be my shield, truth my companion, and peace my proof of victory. The battle is not mine. It belongs to you. I rebuke anxiety about outcomes and claim contentment in your will. I know that as you expose, you also defend. As you reveal, you also restore. My confidence rests not in what I see, but in what you are already doing behind the scenes. Lord, in the quiet rhythm of your presence, I continue to rest beneath the covering of Psalm 64. You are the revealer of hidden things and the righteous judge of every unseen matter. I declare that your hand remains stretched over me, unseen yet unshakable. I rebuke every dark counsel whispered in secret and claim divine reversal for every back-to-sender decree. Every arrow meant to pierce me returns to its source by the justice of your word. I am not moved by what I hear, nor frightened by what I do not understand. For you are the shield that absorbs every hidden strike before it reaches me. You are the light that walks before me in paths I cannot see. I declare that no darkness will endure in the presence of your fire. I rebuke every spirit of delay, sabotage, or confusion that hides beneath flattery or false concern. I claim the order of heaven to replace disorder, the calm of your wisdom to replace the noise of fear. Wherever deception gathers, let truth scatter it. Wherever traps are laid, let angels stand guard and dismantle them before my feet arrive. I walk through every day under the watch of a faithful God, whose word never returns void. Every evil whisper is silenced by your voice, Lord. I declare that even now you are untying knots of confusion woven against my peace. I rebuke the counsel of jealousy, the language of envy, and the influence of manipulation. I claim clarity in my surroundings, discernment in my relationships, and calmness in my response. Let your spirit guide my tongue, so that no careless word invites darkness. Let every sentence I speak carry light, peace, and restraint. Father, I thank you that you do not merely expose evil, you dismantle it. I declare that what once operated in secrecy now trembles under the light of your justice. I rebuke every familiar spirit that studies my path, every unseen monitor that watches for my downfall. By the authority of Christ, I send every demonic observer back to sender. I claim total visibility under heaven's light. Nothing shall hide where your glory abides. Let the very air around me be charged with your presence, so that no hidden weapon finds space to form. In this moment of stillness, I breathe in your peace. I declare that I am not defined by opposition, but by protection. I rebuke fear of unseen enemies and claim faith in unseen angels. I am not outnumbered. I am surrounded by divine strength. The plots that gather in secret dissolve in your sight before they mature. I trust you to handle what I cannot touch and reveal what I need to know. Let my awareness remain sharp, but never anxious, alert, but never afraid. Every curse, spoken or unspoken, returns to sender by your decree. I declare that what they meant for destruction turns into deliverance. I rebuke lingering effects of past words, thoughts, or intentions that were released against me. I claim cleansing over my atmosphere, peace over my dwelling, and blessing over my name. Let those who meant harm see only the reflection of your mercy as you lift me higher in quiet victory. Lord, I walk through each hour as one shielded in divine wisdom. I declare that patience is my strength and silence is my strategy. I rebuke the need for revenge, for your justice is sufficient. I claim confidence in your timing. Though you move quietly, you never delay. The same light that exposes my enemies also refines my heart. I choose truth, forgiveness, and composure as my weapons. You fight where I remain still, and that is my deliverance. I declare that the ground beneath me is sanctified by your presence. I rebuke restlessness and claim the calm rhythm of faith. I am anchored in your word, and every storm loses power as it approaches. I do not react to the noise of the wicked, for I know that you turn their arrows back to sender. You are my fortress, my judge, and my peace. The sound of fear will not echo in my spirit, for serenity speaks louder in your kingdom. Let every plan of darkness fade into confusion. Let those who sought my downfall stumble upon their own traps. I declare that exposure has come, and deliverance has followed. I rebuke hidden accusations, forged alliances, and double-tongued agreements. I claim transparency in every connection, purity in every motive, and divine favor in every decision. Your truth flows like a calm river around my life, washing away deceit until only righteousness remains. And now, Father, I continue to dwell beneath your watchful gaze. I declare that back to sender justice is not vengeance but restoration, that every wicked intent returns empty and powerless. I rebuke every echo of fear that tries to re-enter after victory. I claim unbroken peace as my portion. Let this deliverance remain sealed, my home guarded, my destiny preserved, my voice steady. For you, O Lord, are the keeper of secrets, the revealer of hearts, and the defender of those who trust in you. I remain in your stillness, where wisdom is my shield, truth my path, and calm assurance my song. Father, I remain in the quiet rhythm of your presence, where my heart is still and my mind is clear. I trust that every hidden force that once whispered against me is already silenced by your authority. I declare that the word of the Lord stands as my strong defense. I rebuke every voice that operates in secrecy and claim full exposure by divine light. You are my witness in unseen matters, my judge in silent battles, and my vindicator when falsehood speaks. I walk in the calm certainty that no lie lasts before truth, and no darkness can outrun your dawn. Every arrow fired against me returns back to sender, stripped of power, unable to harm what you have covered. Lord, I thank you for the stillness that protects me. I declare that I will not move by fear or suspicion, for your spirit reveals what needs to be seen in perfect timing. I rebuke every attempt of the enemy to draw me into confusion or distraction. I claim discernment that flows without effort, awareness that comes without unrest, and understanding that rests in your peace. Even when I cannot see, I am seen by you. Even when I do not know, I am known by you. That alone is my confidence. Every secret storm loses its sound in your calm, and every hidden plan collapses under the weight of your truth. You are my secret place, Lord, the quiet refuge that no enemy can locate. I declare that I dwell under the shadow of the Almighty, where no evil design can penetrate. I rebuke every form of hidden aggression, every invisible curse, and every unseen surveillance spirit. I claim impenetrable covering by the blood of Jesus. Let those who plot behind walls be confounded by your presence. Let every secret strategy reverse to sender in divine justice. As they sought to expose me to harm, expose them instead to their own devices. Let light chase darkness out of their hiding places until no plan remains standing against the righteous. I declare, Father, that my peace is proof of my deliverance. I will not panic, retaliate, or strive to be understood. I rebuke the impulse to defend myself and claim the dignity of silence. You are already speaking on my behalf. I know that vindication does not require noise. It flows quietly from your throne. The same voice that created the heavens is the voice that clears my name. I rest in that truth, unbothered by schemes, untouched by gossip, and unmoved by fear. Every thought released to harm me is redirected by your mercy. Every evil word spoken finds its way back to sender by your justice. Your word says, "They sharpen their tongues like swords and aim their bitter words like arrows. But I declare that their weapons shall never pierce my peace." I rebuke every poisoned conversation, every manipulative suggestion, every silent envy hidden behind smiles. I claim the pureness of spirit that no deceit can penetrate. Lord, let my steps be light and my path guarded. Let the shield of your wisdom cover me from every false intention. The fire of truth surrounds me. The storm of confusion breaks before me. Every curse spoken in the dark dissolves in your light, and every plot formed in secret is shattered by your presence. I stand before you, Father, calm and unafraid. I declare that my soul is unshaken and my ground is secured. I rebuke the memory of past betrayals, the echo of old wounds, and the fear of unseen enemies. I claim renewal of mind, restoration of joy, and revival of strength. Every spiritual weapon pointed towards my progress is rendered useless. Every dark whisper against my destiny returns back to sender, silenced forever. I remain in the sanctuary of your truth, where my safety is not negotiable and my peace cannot be stolen. You are the light that cannot be extinguished, the shield that cannot be broken. I declare that I walk surrounded by heavenly fire. I rebuke fatigue, discouragement, and delay. I claim fresh faith that keeps my spirit alive in you. The plans of darkness have met their end. They cannot cross into this peace. What you have blessed cannot be cursed. What you have chosen cannot be overthrown. I am not the target of fear, but the vessel of your strength. I dwell under your promise, untouched by the traps of the wicked, hidden in the quiet assurance of divine victory. Let the unrighteous see and tremble, for the Lord has made his judgment known. Let those who plotted confusion experience the backfire of their own works. I declare that back to sender is not wrath, but restoration. The return of energy misused back to its origin so that balance is restored in truth. I rebuke every force that tries to attach itself to my peace, my purpose, or my home. I claim harmony in my surroundings and safety in my atmosphere. Every secret attempt to invade my rest is now exposed and reversed by your power. I continue to walk in confidence, Father, not because of my strength, but because of your presence. I declare that no whisper of wickedness can alter what you have decreed. I rebuke hidden delays and claim divine acceleration in every area of my life. What was withheld is released. What was blocked is opened. What was stolen is restored. I claim every promise attached to obedience, every blessing secured by righteousness, and every covering preserved through faith. No spiritual force has authority over what you have sealed. And now, Lord, I remain in stillness as the echoes of victory settle around me. I declare that Psalm 64 is alive in me, its truth guarding my steps, its strength shielding my path, its light guiding my future. Every hidden plan has failed, every unseen enemy is scattered, and every arrow has returned to sender. I rebuke the noise of fear and claim the quiet of triumph. I walk in peace that cannot be shaken, and wisdom that cannot be deceived. My deliverance is complete, my protection secure, my heart at rest in you. Father, I continue to rest in the unbroken calm of your presence, knowing that every hidden voice has been silenced and every unseen weapon rendered useless. I declare that my spirit remains steady beneath your covering. I rebuke every residue of fear and claim total cleansing by the power of your word. I dwell in the peace that cannot be disturbed, for my defense is not in noise, but in divine stillness. You fight for me while I remain still, and I trust the rhythm of your unseen hand. Every battle formed in the shadows ends in open victory, and every curse returns to sender stripped of authority. You are the watcher of my nights and the keeper of my days. I declare that the air I breathe is surrounded by your protection. I rebuke every presence that attempts to linger where you dwell. Let every spiritual disturbance dissolve into nothingness. I claim purity of atmosphere around my home, my rest, and my purpose. No dark force can invade what has been sealed by your spirit. I walk through life preserved, not by my strength, but by your hidden defense. Every wicked eye watching from afar goes blind by your light. Every silent plan is overturned, and every arrow sent against me travels back to sender by the power of divine reversal. Father, I thank you that my deliverance does not depend on my sight. I declare that you work even in silence, that your unseen movements bring visible peace. I rebuke worry that tries to question your timing. I claim trust without hesitation, faith without panic, and endurance without strain. The wicked waited for my downfall, but you lifted me higher. They whispered in darkness, but you turned their words into my testimony. You allowed their arrows to reveal their hearts, and you made their intentions crumble under the weight of truth. I stand calm, untouched, and surrounded by light. You are the Lord who answers without noise. I declare that I will no longer look for proof of victory. Peace is my evidence. I rebuke agitation and claim inner quiet as the mark of triumph. You teach me that deliverance is not always thunder, but often the still voice that says, "Be not afraid." Every thought that once brought anxiety now fades into confidence. Every memory that once stirred pain now releases strength. Every attack that once brought fear now reminds me of your authority. I remain hidden in the fortress of peace you have built around my soul. Let every enemy see the futility of striving against one who is covered by your word. I declare that your justice returns every deed to its sender, every curse to its origin, every lie to its speaker. I rebuke cycles of opposition and claim permanent release from hidden warfare. Every back-to-sender decree now stands as a wall between me and evil. The arrows that flew in darkness will no longer find me, for I am not where they expect. I am dwelling in light. You, Lord, have made me invisible to destruction and visible only to favor. I walk through this day clothed in discernment. I declare that nothing takes me by surprise. I rebuke deception before it speaks, and I claim awareness before danger forms. Your spirit whispers when I need to turn, pause, or move. I live with precision, guided by quiet revelation. My steps are no longer reactive, but responsive to your leading. I am never behind time, for I walk in the timing of grace. I am never exposed to harm, for I move within your perimeter of peace. Every setup collapses before I arrive, and every snare closes before it can touch me. Father, I thank you that every no in my life has been a form of protection. I declare that delays were diversions from unseen traps. I rebuke impatience that demands answers and claim gratitude for what was hidden from me. You are the God who sees beyond my vision, who guards me from paths that look safe but are deadly. I trust that everything concealed is under your inspection, and everything revealed is under your control. I rest knowing that exposure is not my task. It is your justice unfolding in your own time. I declare that the more they whisper, the stronger my peace becomes. I rebuke the echo of rumors, the sting of false judgment, and the fear of misunderstanding. I claim serenity as my protection. No one can curse what you have blessed. No one can undo what you have sealed. The voice of truth continues to speak softly within me, and that voice cannot be silenced. Every opposing word fades as you confirm my peace through every outcome, Lord. I continue to walk forward in confidence, untouched by the shadows behind me. I declare that my heart remains pure, my focus clear, and my path protected. I rebuke fatigue from prolonged battles and claim renewal in your rest. I'm not defined by warfare, but refined through it. What once intimidated me now strengthens me. I walk with quiet authority, knowing that every back-to-sender decree has already fulfilled its work. Every hidden curse has been neutralized. Every secret enemy has been exposed. I live free beneath the canopy of your faithfulness. And now, Father, I remain still before you. I declare that I have no fear of tomorrow because you occupy every moment ahead. I rebuke all residue of conflict, all shadow of anxiety, all thought of retaliation. I claim unbroken deliverance, preserved peace, and lasting protection. The wind of your spirit keeps my environment clear. The light of your word keeps my path sure. Every evil plan has ended before it began. Every curse has failed before it spoke. And every weapon has returned to sender before it struck. I rest in that truth, steady, silent, and surrounded by your victory. Father, as I continue in this flow of your peace, I remain steady in the stillness of your protection. I declare that no hidden work of darkness will ever rise again. I rebuke every returning force, every recycled attack, every voice that seeks to reawaken what you have already silenced. I claim finality in my deliverance. Every arrow, curse, and word sent against my life goes back to sender, emptied of its intent. I am surrounded by divine fire that consumes the plans of the wicked before they mature. Your word, Lord, stands as a boundary they cannot cross. You are my everlasting shield, the silent guard that never fails. I declare that my days are saturated with light and my nights wrapped in divine watchfulness. I rebuke fear of the unknown and claim confidence in your constant presence. I will not look over my shoulder, for you walk behind me. I will not fear what approaches, for you stand before me. I am secured in all directions. Every unseen hand lifted in evil drops, powerless under your command. Every whisper formed against me fades before it reaches its purpose. I thank you, Lord, that your justice is gentle but absolute. I declare that back to sender is not born of bitterness, but of divine order. The balance you have established where every act of darkness returns to its origin for correction. I rebuke guilt, revenge, and anger, for my peace is not built on punishment, but on preservation. I claim total spiritual sanitation around my life. No residue of battle remains. No echo of conflict lingers. The atmosphere around me is cleansed, still, and full of light. You are my restorer, the one who turns battles into blessings. I declare that everything lost in warfare is returning multiplied. I rebuke despair and claim restoration over opportunities, favor, and joy. What was delayed is now released. What was hindered is now accelerated. The very places that carried pain now bloom with peace. Every scar becomes a testimony of deliverance, and every wound transforms into wisdom. You have written my victory in silence, and now the results speak without words. Father, I walk as one who knows that no weapon, visible or invisible, can prevail against your decree. I rebuke monitoring eyes, tracking spirits, and all forms of unseen surveillance. I declare divine blindness upon them. Every dark gaze that seeks to watch my progress is confused, and every demonic signal returns to sender without transmission. I claim invisibility in the spirit against evil and visibility in the light for favor. I am seen by heaven and hidden from harm. You are my covering, Lord. I declare that my home, my path, and my purpose remain under divine seal. I rebuke unrest in the night and claim the serenity of sleep guarded by angels. I rebuke spiritual noise that disturbs peace and claim the stillness of holy rest. Let no sound of evil pass through my dwelling. Let no thought of fear enter my mind. I walk through each day with quiet strength, knowing that every plot formed in secret has already been judged and reversed. Father, I thank you for discernment that operates without effort. I declare that I recognize every hidden snare before I step, every false peace before I agree, every disguised hand before I shake it. I rebuke naivety and claim maturity in the spirit. My choices will not lead me into traps, and my kindness will not expose me to deception. I move with precision, guided by peace, and every wrong turn is corrected by your grace. I declare that the sound of victory is not loud, it is steady. I rebuke the need for signs and claim quiet assurance. I do not measure your faithfulness by emotion, but by peace. Even in silence, I know you are active. Even in waiting, I know you are working. I remain calm because my deliverance has been established before the foundation of the world. Every assignment of darkness has expired, every curse reversed, every plot returned to sender. And now, Father, I seal this season of deliverance in the permanence of your word. I declare that my life is surrounded by divine order. I rebuke spiritual disorder, confusion, and delay. I claim continuous flow of peace, wisdom, and favor. My heart remains quiet, my steps sure, my spirit anchored. I'm not watching for enemies. I'm walking in victory. Every hidden thing has been brought to light. Every attack has been returned to sender. Every path has been cleared for peace. I rest in this truth, Lord, not in striving, not in noise, not in fear, but in the calm certainty that you reign. Your light covers me, your word preserves me, and your peace sustains me. I declare that my deliverance is settled, my freedom secured, and my destiny protected. I remain unshaken, untouched, and unmoved beneath the unbreakable shelter of your presence. Father, I remain in this sacred calm, where your presence surrounds me like a steady river of light. I declare that every trace of warfare has been replaced by divine serenity. I rebuke any shadow that tries to return through memory or fear, and I claim the completeness of deliverance that cannot be undone. What you have sealed cannot be reopened by darkness. Every curse, every arrow, every whisper that once carried weight now returns to sender empty and without effect. I live under a decree of peace that cannot be overturned. Your hand remains upon me, and your protection continues without interruption. You are my everlasting watchtower, Lord. I declare that my life, my thoughts, and my household rest beneath your constant supervision. I rebuke wandering thoughts that invite worry and claim stability of heart. I am no longer reactive to the noise of the world. I listen only to your quiet assurance that says, "Be still." You are my confidence in silence, my safety in stillness, my assurance in uncertainty. No hidden plot survives your inspection, and no secret plan prospers under your gaze. Every snare meant for me becomes a trap for its maker. Every dark intention returns to sender in full measure. Father, I thank you that you have made my spirit unshaken. I declare that no disappointment shall break my peace. I rebuke emotional exhaustion and claim divine renewal. I am strengthened in the simplicity of trust. I do not compete with the wicked. I outlast them in peace. I do not argue with darkness. I outshine it by your light. Every delay becomes divine timing, and every closed door becomes protection. I rest, knowing that what was meant to harm me has become my preparation. Every plot that once threatened my future has already returned to sender in quiet justice. Lord, I dwell in the awareness that your light never fades. I declare that my environment remains filled with your presence. I rebuke every lingering vibration of fear, every residue of confusion, every echo of past conflict. I claim a clear spiritual atmosphere that breathes only peace. My home is surrounded by angels of light, my path lined with divine order, and my destiny covered by your will. No spiritual pollution can coexist with your holiness. Every dark presence, known or unknown, departs now, returning to sender without harm or trace. The air I breathe is light, and the ground I walk is peace. You are the guardian of my destiny. I declare that nothing can tamper with what you have ordained. I rebuke manipulation, distortion, and distraction. I claim spiritual sharpness to see through the false and embrace only the true. Every voice that contradicts your word is silenced. Every suggestion that breeds fear is dismissed. Every report that carries discouragement returns to sender. I walk by divine insight, not by sight, and I move in alignment with your wisdom. My spirit no longer wavers between choices, for your peace directs my decisions without confusion. Father, I thank you that back to sender has become the shield of my journey, an unspoken law that guards my peace. I declare that no energy of evil can cross the border of your grace. Every curse, spoken or written, every plan whispered or hidden, is redirected to its source by the power of divine balance. I rebuke unseen interference in my progress and claim unhindered movement. Every step I take is blessed. Every day I rise is secured. And every night I sleep is surrounded by angels. I rest under your sovereignty, immune to fear, untouched by malice, and unshaken by change. I walk through this life with the calm authority of one who knows who guards them. I declare that no conflict will define my story. Only peace will. I rebuke cycles of attack and claim a cycle of restoration. I live in continual flow, grace returning for every loss, favor rising for every battle, peace overtaking every memory of war. The Lord has fought for me, and now the sound of stillness is my song. Every word spoken against me has fallen to the ground. Every evil intention has turned upon its sender. Every closed door has opened in divine timing. You are my everlasting rest, Lord. I declare that my heart will not wander from this peace. I rebuke distractions that tempt me to look back at battles already won. I claim focus on what lies ahead. I no longer walk as one under defense. I walk as one preserved in peace. The shield of your wisdom goes before me, and the light of your truth follows behind. I move through life encircled by calm authority. Every unseen opposition is dissolved, every hidden snare reversed, every curse turned back to sender with no return. Father, I now declare that this peace shall multiply. It will extend beyond my home, beyond my day, beyond my understanding. I rebuke limitation and claim overflow. My peace will influence my surroundings, quieting storms in others, restoring calm in every space I enter. I carry light into dark places, and that light is untouchable. The sound of my voice carries serenity. The presence of my spirit releases stillness. Every vibration of chaos flees at the touch of this peace. I am a vessel of quiet deliverance, carrying your presence as my armor and your word as my weapon. And now, Lord, I seal this continuation of peace in your eternal presence. I declare that no evil plan will ever outlive your protection. I rebuke the rebirth of battles and claim unbroken stability. I remain in divine alignment where nothing missing becomes nothing broken. Every arrow continues to return to sender. Every curse continues to fail. Every plan continues to collapse. I walk softly but securely, calmly but powerfully, silently but victoriously. I remain in this unshakable stillness, Lord, delivered, preserved, and covered forever in the quiet strength of your peace. Father, I continue in this calm assurance that your word remains my covering, and your peace my lasting deliverance. I declare that no shadow of darkness can outlast the light of your truth. I rebuke every invisible current of oppression and claim permanent freedom under your authority. Every curse, every arrow, every thought that once rose against me now returns to sender, bound and powerless. I am enclosed in the calm of your covenant, surrounded by unseen angels, and strengthened by quiet victory. My spirit moves freely, my mind remains clear, and my heart rests in the unshakable promise that you are my fortress forever. You are the God who finishes perfectly what you begin. I declare that this deliverance is not temporary. It is sealed, settled, and sustained by heaven. I rebuke the spirit of fear that waits at the edge of breakthrough. I claim courage to walk boldly into peace that endures. Every word of accusation has faded. Every unseen hand of opposition has fallen, and every back-to-sender decree has accomplished its purpose in divine justice. I live not in reaction to evil, but in alignment with grace. I remain unbothered, steady, and preserved beneath your watchful presence. Father, I thank you that this peace is not fragile. It does not waver with seasons, nor does it shift with circumstance. I declare that it is rooted in your word, unshaken and constant. I rebuke restlessness, anxiety, and the need to understand what you have already settled. I claim quiet confidence as my strength. My past is cleansed, my present secured, and my future held in your hands. Every barrier has turned to blessing, every delay to direction, and every opposition to opportunity. I walk through each day anchored in this divine calm, covered by the stillness of your spirit. Let every ear that hears this word find restoration. Let every heart in turmoil be quieted by peace. I declare that back-to-sender power extends beyond me, touching families, homes, and generations. Every curse lingering in lineage returns to its origin and dissolves in your light. I rebuke every generational voice that whispers fear or limitation. I claim wholeness across every connection, deliverance across every line, and peace across every name tied to mine. Your protection stretches wider than my reach and lasts longer than my lifetime. And now, Lord, I rest completely in your embrace. The storms have passed, the noise has faded, and your silence now speaks peace. I declare that I am delivered, preserved, and renewed. Every arrow has returned to sender. Every plan of darkness has perished, and every shadow has lifted. I walk through life unhurried, unharmed, and unwavering. My soul remains still because you reign. I stand in the fullness of Psalm 64, protected, exposed, delivered, and restored. My testimony is peace. My proof is calm. My victory is silence that holds strength. Amen. If this prayer has strengthened your faith, take a quiet moment and share it with someone who needs peace tonight. Let them find what you have found. Stillness that delivers. Subscribe, stay connected, and walk this journey of prayer with me as we continue uncovering truth through the Psalms. Until next time, may the Lord bless you, keep you, and surround you with unshakable peace. Go in strength, go in confidence, and go knowing your story has already turned into your favor.